God has made me a certain way. I've always been this way, especially when I connected with my spiritual father and I started ministry. God has graced me to be able to feel what he feels. And so many times things change within me. I be in a mode, and it's really not me, but it's the Spirit of the living God. we're going to show two videos tonight. I think it's going to be beneficial to us. And I want to share some principles with you concerning, matter of fact, what the Lord has been speaking. It was revealed it's going to be revealed in the second video. Some principles that I've been sharing concerning the realm of the spirit and how things works here. Jonathan Kahn is, to me, one of the most premier men of God. It's one of the most premier men of God in our day and time that God has really graced to be able to show us what God is saying connected to the scriptures. If it's not biblical, if it's not coming from heaven, it won't work. Everything must line up with the word. Our minds need to be renewed. The principle we were sharing a couple of weeks ago, I forgot when it was, that when something transpires with us, we have a tendency to take matters in our own hands, to jump, and we don't wait on the Lord. We don't wait for instructions. Through these two videos, God's going to give us instructions, but I'm going to break it down to you to help us to understand an integrated dimension. The Bible let us know that Jesus died for who? Sin of the world. He didn't die for Christians. He didn't die for Israel. He died for the sin of the world. All the things that has happened to Israel, if we are not spiritually minded, we are attack people. Here was a man that really thought he was doing God's service, and he was persecuting and killing Christians. His name was Saul, and he had an encounter with Jesus that forever changed his life. Jesus did not strike him dead because he had Christians die. The reason he struck people dead is because he was blind. And this is vital that we understand this. Without an encounter with Jesus, everybody is blind. And that means even the church. That's why we struggle with loving and being kind and what the case may be, and forgiving. We struggle because we know church, we know religion. And the second video is going to show you that there was a Muslim that was on his way to America to indoctrinate Christians, to try to persuade. He had an encounter, got put in jail, had an encounter with the Lord. Powerful testimony. Powerful testimony. And this is the problem to me. Here is a man, hate Jews and Christians, had an encounter with Jesus, forever changed his life. To me, this is the problem. If this Muslim can have an encounter with Jesus, that he didn't know that God could be real this way in a man and change his life, then shouldn't we be praying for this for everybody? Shouldn't we be praying this for the children of Ishmael as well? And we can look at Israel all we want to, but why is Israel experiencing what they're experiencing? Because they have constantly rejected the only light, the only hope is Jesus. So just like this Muslim had an encounter, there have been Jews that has had an encounter and they gave their life to Jesus. We need to be praying that every political, forget about political, every spiritual, political, and military leader of Israel that Jesus will visit them. And may he do it for us, the church. Every apostle, prophet, evangelist, pastor, teacher need an encounter with Jesus. Every person on this earth. We need to be praying this with the leadership of every nation. Every nation belongs to Jesus. He died for the sin of the world. Legally, every nation from God's perspective belongs to him. But as long as the nation of the earth is blind, we're going to continue to fight God. And don't know we're fighting God.
To watch the rest of this powerful message, download Panorama's app, which is available in all app stores by searching Panorama Christian Center. Create an account to stay connected with Panorama Christian Center. One word from God will change your life. Blessings.